Oh, g'day, Lee. I'm pumped. This is my first time on 7VU.
Now, you've released the Dream Burnie book a couple of weeks ago. Bit of a soft launch, I suppose you could say, but we're having the official launch tomorrow, aren't we, at Burnie Park around the Sound Shell?
Yep, this is going to be bigger than Burnie Her. It's a big festival. Burnie's big day out, you might say.
Stories in there are a little bit from left field, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's people that are in the book are mostly creative people, musicians, visual artists, writers, and I've sort of chatted to 20 of the most notable ones in my book. But it was a good excuse to just revisit Burnie's recent history, you might say, the 1980s, the 1990s, from the Burnie Park Emu to the water clock in the Plaza Arcade. To the infamous brown ocean, courtesy of Talkside, that I got hurled in there as a 7-year-old nipper at the Burnie Surf Club. So I've definitely got some skin in the game, and the skin is still slightly brown.
One of Australia's finest, Midnight Oil, led by Peter Garrett, wrote a song about Burnie. Put it on their second album.
I'm not always sure how well known this is as a fact, but it wasn't terribly well known to me and my generation that the 1981 album Place Without a Postcard had a song called Burnie on it, which maybe isn't the world's most flattering tribute to the town, but it's, 35 years on, it's a very interesting talking point, and Peter Garrett was generous enough to respond to my email questions, so I have an exclusive interview with Peter in the Dream Burnie book, just, clearing up some misconceptions and talking about what Burnie means to him in 2025.
It reeked in being an industrial town, though.
It did. I mean, the fact that I did some research and there were things I didn't really know. The fact that I knew the Queen came and declared us a city in 1988, but I didn't know that 6 months later the national media descended upon the town and the Australian ran a cover saying, "Is this Australia's dirtiest town?" I feel a bit sorry for Burnie having such a short honeymoon period, because if you look at ads from the newspaper at the time the Queen came, there was so much positivity around Burnie. Even the Chick Inn was like congratulating Burnie on becoming a city. I love the idea of having ads from that period in the book, just to remind people of a time when people were very enthusiastic and cheering on Burnie.
Yeah.
And I just want this book to be something everyone can kind of cheer on and be aware of some of the great artists that are going on to do amazing things, and cheer them on like you would your favourite sports team.
Dating back to when the alderman of Burnie was Rex Collins, and when Burnie was declared a city, Mayor Sandra French.
And they had their own. There was my friend Rebecca Woodhouse gave me some Burnie dollars, which was a 1985 promotional campaign. Perhaps some listeners still have their Burnie bucks. So there's a copy of that in the book you can cut out as a bookmark. But Rex Collins and Henry Hellier were on the face of Burnie's own $50 note. I think people appreciate how specific and niche this is. It is about Burnie and occasionally Wynyard, which will allow some Wynyard people in. They're our friends.
Of course.
But I just think the word, I don't know, you'll see write-ups on people and it says they're from regional Tasmania and things like that. And I'm just like, where's the word Burnie? Sometimes it feels like it gets missed out. And we are a town of, 20,000 people. We're not some tiny little village like Snug. Shout out to Snug. It's been 25 years since maybe Kerry Pink's book From Campsite to City, which was a pretty comprehensive history of Burnie that I know was really well respected and well read. So I love the idea of, just being able to add something to catalogue of books about Burnie that some kid can find in 50 years and go, oh, wow, someone,
cares about it, yeah. What was the old slogan years ago? Burnie, we care.
I got onto Alan Leeson, who designed the Burnie We Care logo, and he gave me a bit of the history about it.
And you're going to launch it at Burnie Park and the newly renovated Sound Shell there, a little bit of paintwork being done. But you're not going to be alone. You're going to be joined by a few of your friends as well.
The legendary music teacher David Turner will be performing some songs. No doubt Juicy Juicy Greengrass by Peter Coombe will get a run. We've got Marcus Winwood, fantastic local muso who recorded my first album at Helly College. Twinkle Digits, incredible electro one-man band. He's like Prince meets Hey Hey It's Saturday. He'll be coming over. He went to Marist College, so he's yet another local. And I'll be performing some of the first songs I ever wrote, including Smells Like Hellier Spirit, the Hellier College Leavers song of 1998.
Bit of an anthem from 1998. And award-winning author Cole Perry will be joining you too, and photographer Lisa Garland.
What an amazing run he's had. He's having one of his books turned into a TV show at the minute. And, I wasn't that across his career and some of the other people in the book, but it's as someone from Burnie in the creative arts, I've genuinely been learning about what other people are doing and just sort of enjoying, following their careers and cheering on what they're making at the moment.
It's a free event, and there'll be some chairs and bean bags provided, but a good idea, I guess, is to pack a picnic and make a real arvo of it.
Nice to do something at the Sound Shell. I've always wanted to do something there, and I like that since we booked it, it was renovated just for us. So nice, brand spanking new roof. I'd like to see more gigs like this getting put on.
Dream Burnie. It's available online, isn't it? You can get it at dreamburnie.com.
Yep.
And at all good bookshops.
Definitely at Not Just Books.
Justin, thanks very much for your time this morning and having a bit of a chat with us on 7 Beer Breakfast, a.k.a. the Bedroom Philosopher.
Thanks, Leigh.